In the world of college football, heroes rise quickly, but they can fall even faster. And in December 2025, one of the sport's fastest rising coaching stars, Sherrone Moore, found himself at the center of a stunning series of events that shocked the entire NCAA community. A coach once celebrated as a historic leader, the first African American to serve as head coach of the University of Michigan football program, suddenly faced termination, controversy, and a police investigation, all within a matter of hours. Today, we dive deep into the full story: the rise, the achievements, the internal investigation, the firing, the legal situation, the public reaction, and what comes next. This is not a rush job report. This is a full, carefully crafted analysis, based only on publicly available and verified information. No rumors. No assumptions. Just facts, context, and understanding. Let's begin with the man at the center of it all, Sherrone Moore. Sherrone Banfield Moore was born on February 3, 1986, in Derby, Kansas. Growing up, Moore was known for his discipline, dedication, and the leadership qualities he displayed even as a teenager. His journey into the world of football began at Butler Community College, where he played as an offensive guard. His talent, combined with an excellent work ethic, earned him a transfer to the University of Oklahoma, a powerhouse in college football. As a player, Moore wasn't the loudest guy in the room. He wasn't the flashiest. But coaches and teammates consistently described him as someone with a mind for the game, someone who understood football like a chess match. This football IQ would later define his coaching career. After his playing days, Moore transitioned into coaching. He started small, as a graduate assistant at Louisville. But his rise was anything but slow. At Central Michigan, he began building a reputation as a talented recruiter and a mentor capable of developing players both on and off the field. But his real breakthrough came in 2018, when he joined the University of Michigan staff. What followed was one of the most rapid ascents in modern college coaching. Sherrone Moore's arrival at Michigan marked the beginning of a new chapter, not just for him, but for the entire Wolverines program. He began as the tight ends coach, earning immediate praise for his attention to detail and his ability to connect with players. Over the next few years, his responsibilities grew: offensive line coach, co-offensive coordinator, and eventually offensive coordinator. But the moment that thrust him into the national spotlight came during the 2023 season, when head coach Jim Harbaugh was suspended for multiple games. Moore served as acting head coach, and impressed the nation with his calm leadership, emotional post-game interviews, and strong performances in high-pressure games. These moments demonstrated something critical: Moore wasn't just a coordinator. He was a head coach in waiting. In January 2024, after Harbaugh left for the NFL, Michigan officially named Sherrone Moore their new head coach. It was a historic moment. Moore became the first African-American head coach in the history of the Michigan football program, a milestone that resonated across the country. During his tenure, Moore delivered solid results. The Wolverines continued their winning tradition, competed at the national level, and even secured a ReliaQuest Bowl victory. Moore was seen as the young, energetic coach who could carry Michigan into the future. But in December 2025, everything changed. The first major development in the chain of December events came from within the University of Michigan itself. According to publicly released information, an internal investigation had been underway involving Sherrone Moore. The university stated that the investigation uncovered credible evidence of an inappropriate relationship between Moore and a staff member, a violation of university policy. It's important to clarify something here. No official source publicly released the name, role, or identity of the staff member involved. And no details of the relationship were publicly confirmed beyond Michigan's statement of a policy violation. The university emphasized that it maintains a strict, zero-tolerance standard regarding relationships that can lead to conflicts of interest or power imbalance. The administration reviewed the findings and determined that the violation was serious enough to justify termination. On December 10, 2025, the University of Michigan formally fired Sherrone Moore with cause, a phrase that carries significant weight. It means the university believes it has sufficient justification to terminate the contract without paying the remaining salary owed. The firing alone was stunning. But what happened next sent shockwaves far beyond the campus. Just hours after being fired, Sherrone Moore was detained by police and taken to the Washtenaw County Jail. According to official reports, his detention was related to an ongoing assault investigation. Here's what is publicly confirmed. He was detained. He was booked into the county jail. Authorities stated that a recent incident was under investigation. As of the latest update, no formal charges had yet been filed. It is extremely important to state this clearly. Being detained or investigated does not mean guilt. Legal processes take time. Facts must be examined carefully. At this stage, Moore is simply part of an active investigation. Police officials confirmed that the alleged incident, the one prompting the investigation, is still being reviewed by prosecutors. More details are expected to be released as the legal process continues. At the time of the report, Moore remained in custody as authorities assessed the next steps. This development, coming mere hours after his firing, intensified national attention and transformed what was already a major story into a headline dominating every sports and news network. With Moore no longer at the helm and the program preparing for a major bowl game, Michigan had no time to waste. The university immediately named Biff Paige, a respected coaching figure and part of the staff, as interim head coach. The timing was challenging. The Wolverines were set to face the Texas Longhorns in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl on December 31, 2025. For a program accustomed to stability and long-term leadership, this was a dramatic shift. Players, assistant coaches, and the university administration publicly stated their focus remained on the upcoming game, but privately, sources noted the shock and emotional weight of the situation. Moore had been a deeply respected figure inside the locker room. Recruiting, too, faced uncertainty. When a head coach is suddenly removed, especially under extraordinary circumstances, recruits and their families naturally ask questions about stability, program culture, and leadership direction. While Michigan remains one of the strongest brands in college football, the sudden leadership change created challenges the athletic department must carefully manage. The reaction to the December events was intense, divided, and emotionally charged. Many commentators described the firing as surprising, but not unprecedented, given the university's policy standards. Michigan insiders emphasized the institution's commitment to integrity, compliance, and protecting staff members. Some media personalities praised the university for acting decisively. Others argued that more transparency would eventually be needed as the investigation information becomes public. On social media, the conversation was even more heated. Fans expressed shock, disappointment, or concern for the future of the team. Others stressed the importance of due process and the need to wait for complete information before forming conclusions. Several well-known sports voices commented on the cultural and emotional impact of Moore's sudden fall. A man who had risen so far, so fast, only to face one of the most dramatic leadership collapses in NCAA football history. Journalists also highlighted the importance of separating the university's administrative findings from the ongoing legal investigation. The two situations, while happening close together in time, are separate matters handled by different authorities. Most analysts agree on one point: more information will be needed before a full picture can be drawn. With the story still unfolding, what happens next for Sherrone Moore remains unclear. The upcoming days and weeks will likely determine the direction of his career, his legal situation, and his public standing. Several key developments are expected. 1. Statements from legal authorities as the assault investigation continues. 2. Possible public statements from Moore or his representatives. 3. University follow-up reports regarding staff and program stability. 4. Athletic department decisions about long-term coaching direction. For Moore personally, the next steps may involve legal consultations, public relations planning, and navigating what will undoubtedly be one of the most challenging moments of his life. For Michigan football, the focus remains on competing at the highest level, supporting student athletes, and maintaining program integrity. The story of Sherrone Moore is a reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in the world of sports, and how complex the situations behind headlines truly are. Success, respect, and achievement do not shield anyone from accountability, nor do allegations automatically define a person's character or destiny. What we know today is based only on publicly available information. More details will emerge. More clarity will come. And only then will a full, fair assessment be possible. In the coming weeks, one thing is certain: this story will continue to evolve. And as it does, we will follow it with the same commitment to accuracy, fairness, and respect for the individuals involved. Thank you for watching this in-depth review. Stay informed, stay thoughtful, and stay tuned.